Hi there, this is Lee, and I'm playing my favorite game again, and it's my internet game where I go to the Green Party ballot access page or at Jill Stein's ballot access page, and I look and check out the doings there, and then I get real happy at all the updates that have been made. So I'm looking at the ballot access page, and I see that there are updates. um, Many states have flipped recently. There are approximately 12 active ballot access campaigns ongoing. Their due dates to get the signatures into the Secretary of State's office are the remaining days of August, the last half of August, and then the first half of September. And so about one more month to go, and there's 12 active campaigns, and they're just flipping right on schedule. There's a cluster of states that are still actively gathering signatures and petitioning for support for the Green Party being on the ballot. These are Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Minnesota. So those are the western states. The state of Nevada is still undergoing litigation. South Dakota will likely not have green on the ballot. Oklahoma is still undergoing litigation. Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri, the signatures have been filed, and they're just waiting for the results. So that's the status on the western half of the United States. On the eastern half, there's a cluster of states in the south. Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, Alabama, they're still actively petitioning to get Jill Stein on the ballot. They're still gathering signatures, and those due dates are coming up the last half of August and then the first half of September. And then the same is the case in Delaware and Rhode Island. They're actively petitioning in Delaware and Rhode Island. And then in Georgia, New Hampshire, Connecticut, they've filed the signatures and they're waiting to hear back from the Secretary of State's office. And so it's ongoing, this whole process of gathering signatures. There are some states that are considered high priority. Delaware, Kentucky, Montana, North Dakota, Virginia, Wyoming are considered high priority. If you are in these states, one or the other, if you're even in the neighboring state, you can go to Jill Stein's ballot access page and contact from there the ballot access coordinator to see how you can lend your assistance. You can either send money to pay for petitioners if you're unable to petition yourself, or you can pitch in and meet your neighbors, your friends and neighbors, and see if they'll sign that petition for you to meet the deadline. So that's pretty interesting. The map is primarily green, dark green on Jill Stein's website. They are more than halfway. They are up to 28 states confirmed as being on the ballot. And then there are about 7 states that have the petitions filed already, and they're waiting to hear back. And so if all goes well, that might be 35. And then there's about 10 more, 10 or 11 more states to go where they're actively campaigning, which would hopefully bring them up to 46. And then there's litigation in Nevada and in Oklahoma. So maybe even as high as 47 states that will have green on the ballot. So lots of stuff going on, and it sounds like good news to me. One state, Minnesota, is going to be active with green news. Jill Stein and Aji Mubaraka are going to be in Minnesota talking to um, African Americans and Black people about the state of Black America, and discussing issues. It's a neighborhood group, and it's free entry. They want you to RSVP if you're in that area, if you're in that region. And at the same time, Minnesota is, of course, undergoing an active ballot access campaign. I believe those signatures are due the 23rd, if my memory serves me correctly. And it would be, good to hear back if any of you attend that, or you can take some video and share it with us to let us know what's going up in Minnesota. We know that it's a strongly progressive state. Bernie Sanders did really well in Minnesota. Got a lot of support there, and there's active progressives running for office in Minnesota. So lots of activity up there. Anyway, best of luck to Jill Stein and Ajumu Baraka. Congratulations on the additional media coverage. We're all interested.